DaAi TV celebrates 20 years of dedication to spreading wholesome stories of truth, goodness, and beauty. Tzu Chi volunteers in Canada raise funds and buy gifts for underprivileged families. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Syrian. Thank you for joining us. We'll begin our program today with some news of celebration. On January 1st, DaAi TV celebrated its 20th anniversary. The event drew many media professionals and Tzu Chi volunteers who were invited to this auspicious occasion. Let's join the celebration as DaAi TV looks forward to the next 20 years, continuing to uphold its initial ideals and principles. DaAi TV's anniversary celebration opens with a drum performance performed by the station staff. DaAi TV aims to use this latest technology to purify people's minds.
We are able to purify people's minds with the support of global Tzu Chi volunteers. As people gain wisdom, they can pay more attention to their thoughts and wisdom as they give to the benefit of the public.
I hope that everyone will continue to work hard so that in the next 20 years we will transform from a pure stream into the mainstream media.
In Taiwan back in the 1980s, restrictions on the media were lifted. DaAi TV, established in 1998, dedicated itself to spreading wholesome stories of truth, goodness, and beauty. This was made possible with the support from other Tzu Chi recycling volunteers in Taiwan who helped fund DaAi TV with the revenues made from recycling. In a chaotic society, DaAi TV has persevered with its ideals and principles. Here is our in-depth report. In 1980s, numerous sounds clamor in Taiwan. After martial law was abolished, restrictions on newspaper, radio, and TV were lifted. On December 1st, 1995, Tzu Chi's program was aired on YouTube cable channel. 3 years later, on January 1st, DaAi TV officially started airing programs.
现在我们恭请上人及肖院长为我们按钮开台。
From this day on, this media's pure stream, which originated in Taiwan, started to make huge impact in the world. To make this possible, Master's initial aspiration was the key.
In 1994, I was the CEO of Broadcasting Development Foundation. I told her that canvassing for donations is not an easy task. Some people simply donated 1 NT, 5 NT, or 10 NT dollars. We can use the money to benefit more people. However, she said that amidst a chaotic society, we need to rely on the media.
Nevertheless, it is not easy for a religious organization to run the media, reporting on wholesome stories, especially because the media market is extremely competitive. There have been more media companies emerging, and commercialism is becoming more vivid.
All the TV stations waited for the publication of next magazine. Everyone was reading April Daily and follow up on their news stories in the evenings. The news was quite sensational.
The sensational news attracts viewers and is a proof of high ratings for commercial media stations. However, scholars think that such trend means that the content of the media is tailored for the market.
We are affected by the ratings. All the commercial TV stations begin to produce news, they can raise the ratings. Of course, we then see much news that is tailored for the markets.
All the events have been exaggerated. Reporters would squat down in the water and say how severe the typhoon damage is. This has made a huge impact.
DaAi TV, on the other hand, does not air commercials. Besides sponsorship, 1/4 of its operating fund comes from the revenue made by more than 60,000 Tzu Chi recycling volunteers in Taiwan. Therefore, its program content does not need to follow the market trend.
丁大哥。
哇，阿彩啊！
In 1999, when people in Taiwan were attracted by idol dramas, DaAi Drama produced A Cai, which turns a true story into drama for the first time. Since then, DaAi Drama has turned life stories that focus on love and compassion into dramas.
我们一以贯之的都是净化。
We've never wavered from our mission of purifying people's minds. We hope as people watch this kind of program content, they can benefit from it. It can make a positive impact on people's lives.
说到勾心斗角要看三立，看帅哥美女要看偶像剧，人生百态要看公式，师兄师姐刚温要看大爱。
With its positive impact, DaAi TV's dramas, programs, and news reports focus on the positive side of humanity that benefit the public. Not only did it win the recognition of many people in society, it has also complemented the mainstream media.
会当好破掉即成破题。
大爱电视台它在目标上面跟定位上
The goal and focus of DaAi TV is very clear. For 20 years, it has persevered in focusing on the sustainability of the environment and humanity. In this area, it has complemented many commercial TV stations.
不足的地方。
The media is not only like a mirror that reflects on the happenings of the era, but it also reflects the value of society. From its beginning, DaAi TV is a non-profit organization that focuses on the positive side of society.
不管今天的
Regardless of how chaotic the society is, DaAi TV has stayed true to its ideal and principle. The basic principle is its focus on love.
基本的出发点就是一个爱。
I think Tzu Chi has done its job in educating the public. Most of the people here recognize its contribution and will support it.
Bearing witness to the era, writing down history, and passing on the footprints of Tzu Chi. After 20 years, DaAi TV is still dedicated to spreading the ideals of truth, goodness, and beauty. In a chaotic society, it invites kind people to cultivate a field of blessings and perseveres with its ideals and principles. An elderly lady in Tainan called Zhen Zhuan needs to ride a scooter for half an hour to work every day. For the past 23 years, she gave herself a mission, which is to donate 1/10 of her salary to DaAi TV. Although she's already 70 years old, she insists on continuing her work so that she can keep up her donations.
你囥甲拢生过去的，你要看，是拢有1/4摕出来。
所以这全部的1/10拢捐出来啊。
嘿嘿嘿。
These thick packs of envelopes are her donations for the past 10 years. She has donated 1/10 of her salary to DaAi TV since 1994.
There was a CEO went on the stage and he said he will donate 1/10 of his salary every month. So I thought I have a chance to do the same. When I found a job in Tainan, I started to donate 1/10 of my salary. I found 3 jobs. One is to stitch clothing, one is sewing towels for my neighbor, and I also help to cook for catering events.
所以你赚的是生活费呢？
嘿，对啊。
啊，生活费你搁摕1/10出来。
嘿，对啊。
Sewing clothes, taking part-time jobs, or working in a pharmaceutical company, no matter how much she earns, she always donates 1/10.
She is still working at the Jingsa Hall in Tainan. She rides a scooter every day to pick up some recycling items. Otherwise, she also picks up some recycling in the neighborhood.
They always save the recycling for me when I come to pick it up instead of selling it for money. I'm very thankful.
Zhen Zhang is determined to continue doing recycling. She uses her bare hands to collect these recycling items. Even though she's 70 years old, she still insists to ride her scooter every day to the pharmaceutical company 15 kilometers away. It's not only for recycling, but also for her promise to donate 1/10 of her earnings every month.
Yes, I will keep on going till the day I can't. I will keep up no matter how old I am.
In Malaysia, there's a Tzu Chi volunteer who was educated in English and does not understand Chinese. Despite her language barrier, she perseveres in watching Master Cheng Yin's Buddhist teachings on DaAi TV 5 days a week. In addition, she writes down her thoughts and shares it with her friends, enriching their minds. Let's take a look.
So this is a long story. See if they got this app, they can use that. If not use Chrome, they can read already.
Explaining ways to use the app, Tzu Chi volunteer Gan Li-ying shares the Dharma teachings with this tool.
Because a lot of people sometimes got no time to read, no time to see. So never mind, I'm watching, I'm reading, I share.
Gan Li-ying, who grew up with English education, cannot understand Chinese. As a college lecturer, she insists to watch Master Cheng Yin's teachings 5 days a week on DaAi TV.
At first, I don't understand. Sit down there, I say,
Since I do not understand Chinese, it was hard for me to watch the show. However, after seeing how difficult it was for volunteers in South Africa, I thought I cannot find excuses. Language is not a barrier. We can overcome it. Buddhist teachings will help us feel calm and peaceful.
For the past 4 years, Gan Li-ying spends 2 hours a day to write down her thoughts after watching the Dharma teachings and share it with all of her friends.
She has helped a lot of people because many volunteers cannot understand Chinese.
After reading Chinese, you can read the English explanation and gain a different understanding.
Even helping her type it out is beneficial. It's also a way to learn Buddhist teachings. I've shared the explanation with people in Singapore and Sabah. I've also shared it with some of my friends who are Buddhist, but not Tzu Chi volunteers. We've got hundreds of people.
Short stories like that.
Gan Li-ying has helped many people overcome the language barrier and benefit from the Buddhist teachings, enriching their minds. In Canada, Tzu Chi volunteers from Burnaby cooperated with the high school to raise funds and buy gifts for the underprivileged families. This year, they also delivered gifts to 10 of the most impoverished families. Besides the gifts, they've also brought these families boots donated by entrepreneurs. Upon getting the name list from the school, Tzu Chi volunteers have prepared gift baskets to be delivered to families in need. This year, they're also delivering new boots donated by entrepreneurs.
Which number?
Yeah, 40.
40.
Maybe 9 number. 2 is 40. Yeah.
On snowy days, being able to have boots is considered a luxury.
This is same size as yours? This one is my size, yeah.
For many years, Tzu Chi volunteers in Burnaby have cooperated with Burn Creek Secondary School to raise funds to buy gifts for underprivileged families. The volunteers even deliver gifts to 10 of the most impoverished families.
They're very happy when they find out that we're not just giving them 1 or 2 pairs of boots. Therefore, I have a sense of fulfillment.
Most of the recipients are refugees who are grateful to have finally settled down here. They recognize Tzu Chi's spirit of the bamboo bank era.
1 year later or 3 months later, you can save the big money to help.
In the harsh winter, the volunteers' gesture of kindness have warmed the hearts of underprivileged families. In Stockton, California, in the United States, Tzu Chi volunteers recently held a winter aid distribution for homeless people. To protect the environment, they insisted on providing reusable utensils at the occasion. Among the supplies that were given out, there were scarves woven by high school students' parents. Let's take a look. Before the aid distribution, Tzu Chi volunteers and 2 former inmates cook a sumptuous meal for the homeless people. They also insist on providing reusable utensils. At Stockton, California, the volunteers have to put in much physical effort at the winter aid distribution. The The supplies include colorful sweaters, bear-shaped towels, and hundreds of scarves woven by the parents of high school students. They're all to be given out to the homeless people.
Out here that real need, and they need somebody to fill that void for them. And I believe this foundation is doing, that's what they're doing right now.
And I appreciate this program. This is a very helpful thing for everybody, and everybody who's homeless, they need stuff like this, and it's an appreciative thing.
Thank you guys for everything.
Thank you guys for everything.
The Tzu Chi Jordan chapter assisted a Syrian girl, Ratak, with surgery on her left foot and continued to provide special foot guards to aid her recovery. After she turned 6 years old, her father continued to worry about her feet, so he kept her out of school. Tzu Chi volunteers know Ratak loves to draw pictures, therefore they gave her a box of stationery and greeting cards from the Tzu Chi primary school in the United States. They also arranged for her to visit a Taraba social center so that she could have interactions with others.
Each time Tzu Chi volunteers visit, they take a look at Ratak's left foot. This young girl happily walks around to show progress from the surgery.
Her feet have recovered well before she couldn't even walk. Thank you, Mr. Chen Qiuhua. Thank you, Master Zheng Yan.
Age 6, she picks up a pen to express her ideas and feelings.
Mr. Chen, Hannah, Ammo.
Me? She cannot go to school at this moment. She can only study at home now.
Her father is concerned that apart from having no school to attend, there's also a chance she could become injured in a group setting. The next day, Tzu Chi volunteers surprise her with a shoebox, which is a gift from Tzu Chi Primary School in the United States. It contains greeting cards and stationery. The second surprise is they lead her to experience school. The Tarabo Social Center has many teaching materials that arouse the interest of children, along with teachers, new friends, and games.
I came here for the first time, and there are a lot of children playing together. This is good, and it helped change her mood.
As the music begins, volunteers were stunned to see Ratak doing a cute dance.
It has been good to see her when she was completely hopeless until now, when she is a truly happy child. She has learned gratitude, and this is where we have seen the greatest change.
After one day of learning, Ratak has even more surprises for everyone.
وإيش كمان؟
عملت العملية.
وإيش كمان؟
Maria.
وأنتوا عملتوا لي عملية.
Tropical storm Kai-Tak devastated Ormoc City in the Philippines. Tzu Chi volunteers went to visit the disaster area and began reconstruction. They passed by an elementary school and found that it has been covered by mud, but there were very few people to clean it. Fearing that it won't be ready for January's new semester, volunteers called for local people to help clean the school.
Everyone is fully equipped and ready to start cleaning.
This is very good for us. If we can clean the halls and classrooms, we can be ready in time for the new school season so that children can continue their study.
Due to Tropical Storm Kai-Tak, San Juan Elementary School in Ormoc City, Philippines, or about 1 hectare, was affected, with only 20 teachers and policemen cleaning the school originally, giving Tzu Chi volunteers a chance to help.
It so happened that this morning we were coming here to Barangay San Juan to give relief to about 700 plus families. And we passed by this school and we saw that there was so much mud here.
Tzu Chi volunteers have gathered 100 local residents to join the cleaning. With many people's help, one can see the gradual process.
Just like you see, the cleaning work has become much easier for everyone, thanks to Tzu Chi.
With 2 days' hard work, the classrooms have returned to what it looks like before, and the school is ready for the new semester beginning at January 3rd. Now the children can continue their studies without being disrupted.
DaAi village in Ormoc City, the Philippines, has been devastated by tropical storm Kai-Tak. Volunteers have come to help with the cleaning. They have also brought many young people to join the effort. There were also people from Kanaga town who had been helped by Tzu Chi with building DaAi village for them after the earthquake. They brought their own equipment to join the cleaning to show their appreciation.
Holding a shovel to join the cleaning team, engineer Napolis uses his vacation to come here from Manila instead of visiting his family in Cebu.
I heard there is much mud to clean. I'm here to help. The food has left much garbage and the furniture all soaking wet. I want to help as much as I can.
For 2 years, he has been here to help to build DaAi village. All the typhoon victims here are his good friends. These 2 DaAi houses near the river was distracted the most. He brings his partner to help to repair the houses.
I feel very bad because I live in the village as well. My house is fine, but this one is totally destroyed because the flood came straight to it.
Clear the mud and put on new walls. Volunteers have fixed the house in an hour. Volunteers in Kanaga town have once shared the feeling of this powerful corporation. This July, an earthquake has destructed their houses. Under the assistance of Tzu Chi, they've brought the villagers to rebuild their homeland.
Thanks to Tzu Chi, I have house to live in now, so I want to come to help if they need it here.
They not only pay for their own transportations, they've also brought their own equipment. Children who are having school breaks also came to help.
I'm here to help because it's disastrous here.
I'm very happy because I'm helping others.
Although DaAi village is covered in mud, but it is still a place that's full of energy. Volunteers from everywhere brought in young people in town to lift heavy items and help the miscellaneous things.
We're thankful to Tzu Chi's help for us. Therefore, we should help others in need. Just like what Tzu Chi did, they help us even though they don't know us.
With love from different places, DaAi village is now clean and bright again.
On the first day of 2018, a prostrating pilgrimage was held at Tzu Chi's Dongda grounds in Taichung. More than 200 Tzu Chi volunteers participated in the pilgrimage, praying for prosperity and a world free of disasters. We'll leave you with these images at the end of the program. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.